What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right, man, this has been a while since I've talked about Fast Eddie Hearn out of the UK, slickest, most dishonest promoter in boxing. Man, this dude can tell a story faster than anybody, man. Anyway, he gets hot at Lennox Lewis for saying pretty much what many people are saying about Anthony Joshua, which is that the dude don't want these fights, man. He don't want the fights. But Eddie Hearn calls him a geezer for talking ish about him. And look, man, and also I also want to talk about the fact that there's a new rumor. This is a rumor until it comes out. All these signings with Fast Eddie Hearn and what he's saying he's doing is all rumor until it's signed, okay? That they are close to finalizing the fight with Dillian White for April 13th. Now, I've been saying that this is what I'm thinking is going to happen. It's going to come around to Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, just like they planned. All right, they can negotiate, try to play, little tricks in the media, little misdirection here, little misdirection there, and then come right back around to where they wanted to be. Where they wanted to be all along, which was Dillian White in Wembley, not Joshua, not Jarrell Miller, definitely not Wilder. They just want to keep on going down that path. So I'll talk about that, and that's my opinion. And talk about what he said about Lennox Lewis, because I think what he said with Lennox Lewis is just, it's comedy to me. So before I do that, though, I want to welcome everybody back to the channel. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. If you are not a subscriber, I hope you accept my invitation to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified of when we release videos. And I hope that you'd attend the live streams we do in the mornings, Monday through Friday, right around 10:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. And also check out the Patreon. We got good stuff up there. We're going to put a couple more up this week. And then there you go on that. All right, so let's go through what he said about Eddie Hearn. And this is classic Eddie Hearn, man. This is classic Eddie Hearn. There's no logic. Attacks Lennox Lewis's logic with a personal attack. Right. And how he's just jealous of he's just bitter because he's not the promoter of Anthony Joshua. Right. It couldn't possibly be that he just believes that and that he's the greatest heavyweight champion in UK history. No doubt about it. This is the number one heavyweight in UK history, in many people's book, a top 5 heavyweight all time. Definitely one of the best heavyweights ever to lace him up. And the best ever out of the UK to ever put them suckers on and to tie him up at heavyweight for sure. I am suspecting that it's probably all of boxing. He's the best British boxer. But anyway, this is what Lennox Lewis said originally, and then I'll give the response. He said this is Lennox Lewis saying he doesn't want any of those guys. When he's seeing that fight between Wilder and Joshua, he's like, wow, these guys can box. He's at a place in his career, obviously, he can make the decisions. His decision is not to fight any of them at this moment. I don't think he will come over here to the U.S. quite now. I think he's too happy in England being protected and boxing in front of British crowds. So this is what Hearn says. All these things, people like Lennox Lewis, I've never known a geezer to talk so much ish as Lennox Lewis at Anthony Joshua. It is just because he's bitter that he couldn't sign him when he tried to. All of the things that Lennox is telling us to do, we've already done. What about offer them a percentage deal? Done. You just think that it's AJ not wanting to fight. Absolute bullish. It's so frustrating because you've got all these people saying AJ don't want to fight. What more can we do? Made flat offers, percentage offers, double way rematch, fight in America, but they won't even reply. If that don't tell you what you need to know, I'm lost, I'm baffled. Well, yeah, you're baffled. Boy, that cried wolf. Okay? Nobody believes you. Okay? Nobody believes you because you've been caught in too many stories, okay? Too many stories. You are the boy that cried wolf. Fake move after fake move after fake move, okay? And they said, we have another fight that we can make. I will go briefly over their history, not too much. But let's start first what he says about Lennox Lewis. He's just bitter. He's just bitter. Not that, is there anything that I could possibly have done that would make all these people believe? See, he says not only is Lennox Lewis saying it, but he says all these people, right? Isn't that what he says? All these people. Because you got all these people saying AJ don't want to fight. All these people. Did all of these people try to sign Anthony Joshua? Are all of these people bitter because they want to sign Anthony Joshua? They want to be Anthony Joshua's manager or Anthony Joshua's promoter? And so Anthony Joshua, so Lennox Lewis is just jealous of Eddie Hearn, right? That must be what it is. They're just talking ish. It's just talking ish about Anthony Joshua. Lennox Lewis is talking ish about Anthony Joshua because he's jealous of Eddie Hearn. Right? Because isn't Eddie Hearn the one that signed him? So he must really just be envious of Eddie Hearn. That's what it is. Lennox, it's not that the fight, it's not that the guy was offered $50 million. Okay? And that's not going away. All you guys can complain about me bringing that up. Every time I talk about this, I'm bringing that up. Because there's nowhere in this whole thing that it said that where Anthony Joshua or Eddie Hearn is complaining about the fact that they turned down $50 million. But they did. And when you turn down that type of money, nobody's going to believe you. Okay? People don't believe. They're not going to believe that the money wasn't real. They're not going to believe that Al Heyman, the PBC, Showtime, Viacom, and CBS couldn't pay the money. They're not going to believe it. So when you say things like, oh, and after you'd already said things like Deontay Wilder and Shelly Finkel, they've never called me. They never responded to me. But then Shelly Finkel and Deontay Wilder jump on the phone with you in the same interview and say, yes, we did. And we have an email proving that we talked to you. You said you were going to reach back out with profit and loss statements, and we were going to continue the conversation. Right. But you didn't do it. And then you turn around and say, okay, yeah, we did have a conversation. Once you get caught in that lie, and then you turn down $50 million, then the rest of the stuff that you say here, why would we believe it? Why would anybody believe it? Anthony Joshua's on tape saying he'd take $50 million. He didn't take it. But head behind all kind of, well, the offer's not real, and where's the proof of funds, and all of this kind of garbage, man. But you know, we've been talking about this for months. But flat fee, we made flat fee offers. Yeah, you made a flat fee offer. Percentage offers, never heard of you making a percentage offer. So until I hear Deontay Wilder or Shelly Finkel or Al Heyman, somebody say that they received that, I don't believe you, because you're a liar. And that's what you do when people have been caught in lies. You don't believe them. Okay, and I'm not talking about get caught in misstatements, get caught, not knowing that something happened. That's different. Not knowing that something happened, right? And not taking that in consideration that's not making you this doesn't mean you're a dishonest person, But just flat out lies, dude, you're dishonest. And that's what you do with dishonest people. That's what you do with the boy that cried wolf. You know the story, the boy that cried wolf, right? The town had him had a kid out there looking as a sentinel or a lookout to make sure that to keep their flock safe from wolves. And he just thought it was funny just to say, wolf, wolf, and the wolf didn't come. There was no wolf there. Wolf, wolf. The wolf wasn't there. And then when he finally sees a wolf and yells wolf, nobody believes him because he told so many stories. So is there a possibility that Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua are really trying to make that fight now? There's a possibility. There's a possibility, but it's just not believable because of all of the antics and the nonsense they were up to before. So I don't believe you could have made a percentage offer, a two-way rematch clause, and a fight in America. If that's what you really wanted to do, you could have made that offer out front. You could have made it out front. If you really now you're acting like, oh, we really, really, really want it now, but really, really didn't want it too much before. But we really want it now. We really want it now because why? Because you got all these people saying AJ don't want the fight because the public perception is shifted. And for a year now, Anthony Joshua his name has been synonymous with ducking. That's why you want to talk about it. That's why you want to make people to believe that he wants to fight. But nobody's going to believe it until it is signed and it's supposed to happen. Well, people in the UK can believe that. Some people in the UK can believe it because honestly, most people don't. Most people know. That's my interpretation of why he got booed after the Dillian White fight. Because people are like, come on, man, we don't need this game. Make the fight, man. Okay, make the fight. We get it. You got underwear commercials. Yeah. You're a great fighter. We got it. Dude, make the fight. But anyway, it is what it is. It's just mighty ironic, man, that not ironic. That's not the word that I'm looking for. But it's just kind of bratty of Eddie Hearn that all these people are just jealous of Eddie Hearn. That's not what he said. That's my interpretation. That's how I'm interpreting it. All these people like Lennox Lewis. I've never known a geezer to talk so much ish as Lennox Lewis at Anthony Joshua. An old geezer. The old geezer who just happens to be the best heavyweight champion ever in the UK. You're going to trash him and claim that and imply that he's just bitter that you got to control Anthony Joshua's career and not him. Anyway, it is what it is. I hadn't done a Eddie Hearn video in a while, so, whatever, man. I thought I would do it. And it is what it is, and with that, I'm out. Peace.